Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-14-2, the Tier 8 Soviet SPG, and we're located on the north spawn of Malinovka. And the name of the commander is oil11196. Well, I don't really get it either, but that's his name. And he sent this replay in to me for the YouTube channel. And we entered it in the Arty Day competition for him, as it did come in during the contest, and it is dated during the contest date. Now, the SU-14-2, they only built two of them. It's basically an SU-14-1 with a housing and a radio station inside, and it carries the 203mm howitzer or the 152mm 152.4mm gun. Okay, he's found a firing position and he's now looking for the enemy. He fired a snapshot there at an enemy tank that was seen. It was a Progetto 46. There's a whole load of the Progettos up on the rise. As you can see, they're all falling back after being hit by shells. Seems they were spotted. And I'm not sure what Ollie is doing at the moment. Hello, Ollie. Earth to Ollie. Are you there? Looks like he's frozen for a second. Well, he is reloading. Oh, and he's reloaded. He's got a 37.1 second reload. It's quite a long reload. This must be the 203mm howitzer. Okay, now he's ready to shoot. Fires a round in straight away. Oh, he took out a Progetto 46. He must have damaged the other tanks that were nearby. Must have. So he's definitely got one kill. The question is, what else did he kill or damage? It looks like that shell hit the Progetto quite cleanly. Otherwise there would have been a shell crater next to the tank. Okay, the reload's going in. That SDRV is trying to push it back. He's getting hit for his trouble. Round out straight away. And that was a direct hit as well. 274 hit points this time. It is quite a long reload, 37.1 seconds. But then he does have the potential to deal a lot of damage with each shot. Well, during the Second World War, the two SU-14-2s that had actually been produced prior to the Second World War were actually used during the Finnish War to knock down fortifications on the Finnish line, or the Finnish side of the Winter War, were firing from Moscow directly on the Germans. They were stored at a place called Kubinka, and that's now where the Russian Tank Museum is located, their version of Bovingdon. And you can actually see the SU-14-2. They actually have one on display. Now, the SU-14-2 is actually quite unusual because in this Arty, the engine is in front of the howitzer. Not behind it, in front of it. So in that sense, it's a bit like the M53 and the M55, who both have their engine in front of the howitzer. But in that particular case, that's because it's a pattern tank which has actually been turned around, and the engine is at the front, whereas on the tank it will be at the rear. So it's just a tank that drives backwards with the gearbox around the other way, so to speak. Okay, now he's looking up on the hill because there's a couple of targets up there, and they're coming down. Okay, Type 59, a Progetto 46 and a T26E5. He fires a round in. Oh! Direct hit on the Type 59. That Progetto was lucky to get out of there while he could, because if he'd been close to that Type 59 when the shell landed, he would have suffered as much. Okay, now is he going to move? Well, no, it looks like he's going to back into the woods instead. Now you can see the exhaust to the engine is actually up front. Now, being that it's an enclosed Arty, it obviously can carry vents. and that could be quite useful to boost the the crew efficiency and their performance. That extra 5% can make such a big difference to an Arty. Okay, he's going for a Progetto. He's loaded, lined up, dialed in, round out. Oh, end of Progetto. That's his second kill. 2 Progettos he's killed so far. The thing about the Progetto is it's a glass cannon. It's very weak armor, and he did a lot of damage to it with that one shot. Okay, he's just lining up now on the Lurva and the Type 59 on top of the hill. And it looks like we're going to look at the Lurva. He's come down to that little dip at the bottom, but that actually might work against him because he's rather stationary, and this round's coming in, and that's a direct hit. 428 hit points and a massive stun. That Lurva's not going anywhere for a little while. Now his team are moving up. The KV-4 is going to the forest just behind the monastery, and or is it a church? And the Type 4 is hiding behind the trees on the north side of the map. Going after the Lurva again. And another direct hit. 452 hit points this time, but he did knock a tree down as he moved forward, and that could have given his position away to the enemy Arty if they were looking for him. They're probably engaged elsewhere at the moment. Now, I would be tempted to actually engage the ISM down to the south. He's getting a request for fire on the ISM. He does have 4 teammates ahead of him engaging the enemy on the hill, and they don't seem to be wanting to move any further forward. The Lurva knows that now he's in Arty cover from the position he's in, but he's managed to get a solution. Yep, unfortunately that happened. He just hit the rock face. It might have been better to fire at the ISM to the south and help the 2 tanks that are down there. Okay, he's relocated just in case he was spotted. Now the school bus gets its name because it does look like a school bus that carries children. Of course, the actual one is painted as like not a vivid green, but a dark green colour, sitting in the museum at Kubenka. It's got a huge cannon. It really is a very, very big gun. All of these Artys and tanks actually sit in bays inside the museum, and the SU-14-2 at the museum, the barrel extends out into the area where the people are walking around. It's such a big Arty. Oh, he's just wiped out that M46 pattern. So very much worthwhile. And an Arty shell, I think it did land behind him. So it does look as if the enemy Arty is trying to do a counter battery. Yep, you can see the explosion just off there, just behind him. There's an explosion crater. So enemy Arty is hunting him. So you'll need to be careful about knocking trees over. There's only one enemy Arty out there, and it's an FV207. And that's a British Arty, tier 8. Very effective. Okay, that KV-4 is using the protection of the church to try and get at the Lurva. The Lurva appears to be, or was, up on the rise, but he's going to go after the T26E5 this time. Round out straight away. Oh, he took him out! 195 hit points, and he's relocating straight away to avoid the counter battery. Right, he's got 4 rounds of premium ammo left. Now, the good thing about premium ammo is that even if you do get a near miss, it's got quite a good splash radius and can do an awful lot of damage to the enemy. And there's a Progetto who's managed to sneak up the ramp. But firing at the ramp can be a bit dangerous, a bit difficult. Well, there the premium ammo did work in his favour, because even though it was a near miss, he still managed to do 244 hit points of damage to that projector. And there you can see the crater from the earlier Arty shot at him, the counter battery shot. We just lost the T-44 though, and that means there's a Progetto in the enemy rear. In fact, the enemy has managed to make it up this side. There's a Progetto 46 on the far side of the battlefield, or is it? No, this is on the ramp. Going for the one on the ramp. Fires a round in. Oh, and he got him! He wiped him out. Now he's moving to prevent being spotted. The Type 59 is still on the ramp. They now have an advantage. The enemy is down to just 3 tanks. The Lover's pulled back. The T-54 was last seen on top of the hill, and the Type 59 is now sitting in the dip on the ramp. So the Type 4 and the KV-4 could come down the ramp after the Type 59. Come down from the hill, rather, I should say. The Progetto and the Arty-251. Oh, moving up! That's the Type 59. Oh, can he get him? And he shotguns him! 286 hit points. That's the Top Gun. He needs to get out of there because there's still... Oh no, they managed to kill the rest of them. That's it. The battle's over. Whilst we were watching that shotgun, the rest of the team managed to finish off the enemy, and the battle is now all over. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. It's an ace tanker for oil11196 in the SU-14-2. He also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17 in that battle. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Top Gun for killing 6 of the enemy, and he got 6 kills. And he got the High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and most effectively on that shotgun on the Type 59. Let's have a look at the team scores. Highest damage, 4,948 hit points. Highest number of kills, 6, more than double the highest score of the enemy team, and the highest XP, 1369. Absolutely monstrously high. That's more than double the enemy score as well. Let's have a look at the detailed report. Oh, by the way, that is the score that's relevant for the Arty Day competition, because that is the base XP. He managed to fire 15 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration, and 10 splash. Damage of 4,948 hit points, of which 4,662 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the difference was the Type 59, who was shot considerably closer. He received 1 hit from the Type 59, and it was a penetration. He spotted or damaged 9 of the enemy, but killed 6 of them, and he caused 11 stuns in total. On a premium account, he earned 59,499 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he had only 672 credits left over. And the reason for that is mostly that he was firing premium ammo towards the end, and premium ammo does cost a lot more than standard ammo, which is why actually he didn't make much of a profit at all. He did receive 2,054 XP. And there was no multipliers there, so that's all he took away. But you can see the base XP again, 1369, and that was a winner in tier 8. So congratulations to Ollie11196. He didn't know that I'd actually entered him in the Arty Day competition, but he did send this replay in for me to add it to the channel. I'm very pleased to add it to the channel and have my congratulations for winning the tier 8 contest. I mean, emphatically winning it. I mean, nobody got anywhere near it, and I tried my best to get near it. I played an awful lot of tier 8 battles, and I couldn't get anywhere near this total. So congratulations, Ollie. A really good battle, very much enjoyed it, and that shotgun at the end really just finished it off and made it perfect. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.